Alright. I see the transport. Come on, let's go. What's the rush? Don't you want to stay and chat? Sugar? How'd you catch up so quickly? To think Oleg really believed these idiots could hold the gate. But it worked out for me. Where's the fully immune individual? We've got a score to settle. A score? Fine. I guess I'll take the effort to send you to join your sister. Get out of the way! Ah, there's your heroine. How touching. Jefuty? It's okay. Leave her to me. You can't handle her. Watch out for her tail. Disgust me to see how close you are with each other. Jefuty, why don't you keep me company? Shh. Ooh, got your hand. I guess the toxin works quickly. I need to cut off my hand to prevent the poison from spreading. What? You actually just did that within like half a second, girl. You are metal. Get in! Alright, give it a rest. They're already gone. Vice Captain, are you alright? She's the one who cut off her hand. Why wouldn't I be alright? But you're injured. I'm fine. You'll report to the captain. You can't let them get away. Yes, ma'am. That wound is corroding. Interesting. Her blood is different. Things are getting interesting now. Jefuty, let me see your hand. I have alcohol, gauze, and hemostatic ointment. Taking care of the wound now might help ease your pain. I'll do it myself. I've been hurt worse. I can live with it. The wound has stopped bleeding. The whole hand will take a little longer. It should regenerate soon. But I can't imagine how you heal a wound that big. Is the wound glowing? Part of me that was lost is projecting a repair. It's not healing. Think of it as a kind of reverse collapse of the body. A reverse collapse of your previous body? How is that possible? It's technically impossible. My body is healing in ways I can't understand. All I can do is accept what is happening. If I hadn't seen it myself, I wouldn't have believed it. It's getting harder and harder to understand who you really are. I can't understand it myself. Let me help you. Your body's different. That doesn't mean a wound like this doesn't need to be treated. Besides, you got her trying to save me. We need to think about our next move. There was poison in her tail. If it had been you, there would have been one less person here right now. Atna, you shouldn't die in a place like that. Thank you. I have a new set of clothes here. You can change whenever you like. Well, it looks like you guys got on pretty well while I was gone. Since you know everything, what information can you give us in exchange? Have a good night, Calvin. Good night, and have a good sleep. I assume your target is William. How much firepower do you have? Don't waste time denying it. My time is precious. Well, I guess there's no point in keeping secrets anymore. He's been classified as a Class 1 target by the higher-ups at MID. We have been given permission to use any means necessary to take him out. Colonel Kampf has promised to coordinate long-range airborne fire support, and NP-90 is approaching our position. Will the material shuttle warship also fight? Yes. The deployed trolley gunship on top of there has already taken off. As soon as we find William's location, we'll use cruise missiles to take him out. Colonel Kampf ordered me to act immediately, so I took action. I'm sorry I didn't come to help you first. I had to follow orders. It's natural that Kampf would give such an order. If it were me, I'd do the same. Carl, I have a question that I probably shouldn't ask. What's the question? Frankly speaking, both Jefuty and the Strides came as a complete surprise, but you seem to have taken it all in stride. Did you already know all this? As expected of you, Atna. You've got such keen intuition. Mendo's father was in charge of the experiment. With this connection, I'm afraid he really knows a lot. I'm not surprised by the actions taken for our mission objective. Colonel Comp's orders were also within expectations. But I never heard anything about a second fully immune individual, much less one made of a strike. So you still doubt me. Fully immune individuals are a different species than we are. You must have your higher level considerations. All I'm thinking about now is finishing the deal we made. We hope you get your sister out. You will come back with us to Antarctica, and we'll kill William on the way, if possible. I can tell you that William is an extremely cautious man, and you'll never be able to find him. If you could find him, you wouldn't have been bored enough to come help us escape the contamination zone. Interesting speculation. Besides, you wouldn't be able to kill William with an airstrike even if you find him. You'll have a strike-my-toxic specimen around him. That disgusting rotten flesh will cling to him until the attack is over. You understand that this level of attack only has an limited ability to damage a strike. Do you have a better plan? William trusts no one. We defeated his mitotic specimens in the last battle. He must be looking for ways to repair the remains of those mitotic specimens now. Liga must also be under repair, and I can sense where she is. If we find Liga, we also find William. You still have that power? I can't believe it either, but she can do it. Thanks. Atna has access to the base, so once we're inside, we'll split into two groups, assess the lab, and prepare an evacuation route. I suggested that Atna take control of the URNC surveillance system and keep an eye on inside the base. Mendo can lay out the evacuation route in advance and prepare for our departure on the ground. These are both crucial. I'll take care of getting Liga out and marking William's location. There's a level 4 lab under the base, and I'm sure they're in there. I suspect it won't be fast, but if those mitotic specimens have been repaired, I'll use blood bombs to stop them regenerating. Without the mitotic specimen, William loses his last protective measure. Carl, you'll be in charge of calling in the airstrike after I pull out and coordinate contingency plans. Everyone, open your terminal. I've marked the routes of the patrols in the URNC base and the location of the defense positions in each area. This way, there are arrangements for monitoring the overall situation, going deep into enemy territory, strikes, and final evacuation. As long as the 4 of us cooperate properly, we can complete the mission and leave the base before dawn. Very detailed deployment information, but I have a problem with the personnel arrangement. Our mission is to protect you, so you should wait outside the base. I'll enter the lab, look for William and the other test subject, then launch a fire mission as soon as I leave the building. You don't know what you're getting into. I'm more familiar with the place, so I'm the best person to enter the lab. Are you kidding? I'm not old enough to need a kid to take my place. I'll figure it out. I won't let the mitotic specimen get involved. William knows we'll come, so he's made preparations. And just now, the number of strike mitotic specimens in the contamination zone was different from before. Generally speaking, these aren't cases where the points of divergence are the same, but development is completely different. Points of divergence? Someone changed what was going to happen. I have a bad feeling. Captain Carl, I think it's better to let Jefuty go. She has her unique predictions and can sense a lot of information that we can't. Additionally, she can use her blood to suppress the mitotic specimens. In the event of a conflict, only she has the means to fight the Strides. So what if she goes in and gets caught instead? Then I'll immediately kill myself. Don't worry, I won't fall into William's hands. I'm just telling you what the best choice is. I have more ways to face William and the Strides than you do. Surely dying for nothing isn't how AU agents operate, is it? But... Captain, if you're worried, I'll go into the lab with Jefuty. I don't need you with me, you idiot. We'll go in quietly. I may not be as experienced as you, Captain, but I'm better at stealth. Besides, the airstrike needs your guidance. We don't have the authority. If something happens to you inside, we can't carry out the strike. What if something happens to you? I believe that with Jefuty's abilities and physique, she should be able to escape. If worse comes to worse, we can launch an airstrike to destroy the lab as soon as Jefuty escapes, Captain. Are you serious? Yes. That way, both the mission to evacuate Jefuty and the mission to destroy William can still be completed, even in the worst case scenario. Brother, you have so much stock in Jefuty after she saved your life that you are dying for her. After she just said, "Is this how AU agents operate?" I think it's our best option. Neither destroying William nor rescuing the test subject was your original mission. Have you considered the risks and consequences? I know, but I have to do it. I owe it to her. Endo. Captain, you don't need to be pessimistic. We've overcome many difficulties. You told us more than once in training that we should never give up. Now the goal is in sight and the mission needs me. I can't back down. I request the captain's permission to go with Jefuty. Alright, Mendo. You've convinced me. You have half an hour. If you're not out by then, I'll consider your operation a failure and initiate the airstrike. In 30 minutes, the base will be level. Understand? Whatever happens, you have 30 minutes to get out. I'll take care of the rest. Yes, sir. What is it, Adna? I was just thinking, even that MID veteran like Carl can handle her. Feels like she's reading the whole of us by the nose. Are you objecting? Even if I am, it's no use. Just make sure Mendo comes back in one piece. I can be the backup for electronic warfare. That's all for another day. We need to figure out how to infiltrate the base, because the four of us can't just waltz in there. No matter how heavily guarded the base is, there's always a way in. For example, scaling a wall. That's not very practical. Maybe we could sneak into the base using the hidden path near it. I have a rough idea of where there's a secret tunnel that leads to the base's sewer. As for the situation inside the pipe, it's still unclear at the moment. We'll need to reassess once we get there. What if it isn't ideal? In that case, we should consider alternative methods first and leave it as a last resort. Captain, how are you planning to return to the base? We'll find a logistics transport to hide in. Based on my observations today, the transports make a lot of trips. They don't have the resources to check them individually. It seems unrealistic to hide 4 people at once. Maybe we spread out and hide one in each transport. First of all, there's no guarantee that there will be 4 transports to hide in. Once we're inside the base, we better stick together. Otherwise, the others won't be able to help in time if something happens. Or we could change tactics and just drive in. You mean steal a transport? The transports have a fixed schedule. If we can wait until morning, it might be better. But can Jefuty wait that long? I'd rather act sooner. Weakest consciousness is fading. Well, my plan is to pretend to be an injured URNC soldier and ride back to base in their medical transport. But none of us look like injured URNC soldiers. If they check our identities, wouldn't that make things more difficult for us? Fake identities are easily unraveled. We'll need to actually attack an outpost and steal their supplies. Then, we'll disguise ourselves as wounded guards and use our identities to enter the base. Even if they checked our identities, there wouldn't be any problems. Fine by me. Sounds like the safest, most reasonable option right now. The next thing to do is pick a location. Is there a UNRC outpost nearby? Yes. I'll sync the location and the information to you. It's a small to mid-sized outpost. Presumably not too many guards. Does make a good target. Let's take a look around the base and see if they will be our lucky winners. Ooh. Do we have an isolated mission? Please tell me I can just go loud without needing to think about anything else. It's not gonna be easy, of course. Probably the werewolf squad will just dive on us at that point then, but I can hope. Camouflage. Medium turret is now available for synthesis. An automated turret modified from the AA-03's weapon. It has 75 armor pen and 100 damage. Ooh. We also have Carl with us. Okay, first and foremost, our stuff to look at here. Well, let's look at Carl, because we have him as a unit now. Hello, Captain! AT-77U. It is upgraded 3 times over. What do you have? Environmental adaptation. Gain the highest evasion bonus of adjacent terrain tiles, which can offset negative evasion effects of the turret tile. Ooh, that's really cool. So he can stand in roads, but still get forced or anything like that or so. Restful recovery. Recovery items are increased by 30%. Good. Increased damage by 5% and accuracy by 5 can perform a normal attack against an enemy unit with attributes decreased or abnormal status. So you want to debuff enemies and then lay into them. Inspiration. Allied units within 3 tiles deal 5% more damage. Really just good in general, of course. Woe and Spirit. Reduce evasion by 5 to enemies within 5 tiles. So, yeah, naturally reduce stuff like that. And attributes decrease. So you will always just be having better damage, potentially. Your skills. Selected allied unit gets 1 stack of locked on and 1 stack of premonition. Ooh, really nice. Provoke. Inflict impulsive to enemy units. Prioritize trial with normal attacks and increase damage by 20% and reduce accuracy. Okay. Multiplies terrain effects within the area by 1.5. Interesting, I like that. Increase 4 AP to the targeted unit. Ooh. Decisive moment. Increase the attack by 15% and accuracy by 15% of all allied units, not including Taro. Just good in general. Well, let's go to our genetic enhancements, though. I get 15 keys. Get ready is only for like evade tanking if it comes to, for instance, or just in mage feedback. Just don't like it as much. Support fire seems potentially really good to keep walking on to then. That's out of danger premonition, but I don't have that. I don't have it on me. Instead, I have all offensive skills for Jefuty, really. I think support fire would be good just to upgrade for now, all things considered here. Mendo, for your stuff here. Finding the rhythm going up to 60% is really nice, I'm not going to lie. Turrets getting more accuracy, though, is actually pretty nice, though. I think that's actually way better, considering how much I am using turrets at all times. What do you have otherwise, Carl? You have your inspiration, environmental adaptation, just recovery. Yep, alright, that's your passive stuff. Traceless. Gain camouflage to not be targeted. Interesting. Tactical order. Increase accuracy and evasion to all allied units within range. Ooh, that's decent as well, I'm not gonna lie. Provoke is decent, but I think I have Athna for draw fire, so I can probably get rid of Provoke and probably support like Traceless or Tactical Order in that case. I think I'll carry Tactical Order. I also have all the keys to do so, so let's see here. I think I like Special Guidance. I really do like it. Swift Action is really nice too. This AP cheating is just really stupid. AP by 6? That's really stupid. Like, absolutely really stupid. Which in stat with the evasion bonus of the current tile, that is really good. So attack by 15, accuracy by 15, so that just must get better. Change the evasion bonus of the turn tile to match it. What? But that could be level 30, so I can't do it yet. More evasion would be good. I think having the AP cost reduced for allies is really good. Increased by 2 for 2 turns. That is stupidly good too. I think having Woe and Spirit also be really good as well. Keep producing is just amazing. More damage, of course, is good too. Having that passive trait is really nice, I'm not gonna lie.
If the attack hits and put vulnerable, I think that's good as well, because that's just firing orders overall. No, we use it more offensively necessary for us here. That can sort on swarms in case it's a problem, but I don't think it's more of that. I think I'll probably just support tactical order then for my game plan. And then after you have 15 keys. Can I upgrade anything out of your stuff here? Or tenacity could be good, but I don't have that equipped. I have everything else instead. Let's just upgrade the Electromat and its shield then. Because I can reset anytime with my combination keys. So then, I have a better pulser. You also have a completely decked out gun too, Carl. That is amazing stuff, brother. Alright, let's see here. A better suppressor. Will definitely take. Python, a better pulser, potentially here. Or attack, definitely so. But then, that's just me competing with Atna on that. I think it's better for Mendo, though, just to have it. And then I got an intermediate blueprint, didn't I? Yeah, so that means I can upgrade whatever gun that Mendo didn't get upgraded then. So I can upgrade either the Python, increase accuracy by 10% when performing a normal attack against enemy whose turn HP is lower than 30%. So execute or straight lining. I think having more damage is more important than the execute. So let's do so. Let's do so then. Alright, let us do our little side conversation here too. Game. Yes, please. Thank you. Not so bad that the MID agent ran into happened to be you. Huh? Why is your opinion of me suddenly so high? We made the best food I've ever tasted. You really think so? Why would I lie to you about this? No, I just didn't expect such high praise. You just said my cooking was not bad. My idea of not bad doesn't conflict with the best food I've ever eaten. You have really weird criteria. Objectively speaking, I think your cooking level is about average, but your food is the best I've ever eaten. What did you eat before that made you think my food is the best? In the lab, I only got tasteless nutrient solution every day. Oh, you poor girl. I live to eat, so that sounds horrible. That stuff is concocted by nutritionists to supplement the various nutrients and elements needed daily. It helps to maintain the stability of the body's data. I didn't think it tasted bad at the time, until my sister and I tried ordinary food while we were on the run. It turns out that food has a variety of tastes. Nutrient solutions is no match for normal food. Yeah, tell him, Mendo! From the point of view of an experiment, the use of nutrient solutions is normal. Now that you are no longer a test subject, you can eat whatever you want. I'm sure there will be an opportunity. Thanks for the food. We should get going. That's a shorter conversation. That's still cute. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so what can I produce? Oh, with another electromagnetic barrier, I can make that. Medium turret requires a Gatling gun, but I don't have one yet, so I'll probably get one next mission then. So, I don't need those acoustic generators right now. The gas grenades becoming untreatable is decent, but I don't know about it. I think just a better smoke grenade could be good too. I think I might want to save for the blood bullets in this case, though, honestly. Guys, I am still, like, I am scared of those mitotic specimens. I will be honest with you, Chief. Well, let's take a look at the battlefield, and then I'll end off stream then, since it is almost 11. The stronghold is stocked with a large amount of supplies, making it an excellent location for Carl's plan. Stealthily approach the stronghold, observe the situation when necessary, pull the trigger to launch an attack. We have a lot of guys here. And, yeah, not too much to work with yet. I can pull the trigger whenever, but the main thing is that I need to have a way to deal with the tank to get close to it, so I need to make rockets, of course, and we have Gregory. Expose weakness to enemies within range for 2 turns to double damage. Assault command, accuracy by 30, attack by 30, evasion by 30 to a selected unit. Interesting. Immune to storage the dodge and bleeding. Build commander as usual. Target analysis. Reduce critical rate by 40% for 1 turn to 2 enemy human units until the end of action. Interesting. Yeah, I need to walk up to the tank, basically, here. They are stationary to an extent, but, you know, that is scary enough. But if I can just, like, clear out the area and then pull the trigger exactly so, then we'll see. Don't know how soon that they will alert is the thing here, but I need to basically like control corners of the map when it comes to it then. Alrighty. But for now, like I said, I will... Actually, let me see if I need to make any more rockets or so. Can make another rocket, gladly so. Let's make sure I'm stocked up on everything. I think holding on to the ration is fine. I can't make too many drinks though. Made 1, but I don't know how much more synthesis I need to make for my other stuff. I can make the bombs. I can make chips, of course. But I need to make grenades back then, for this case. I can make mines. Tear gas grenades. And then from this end, 4 more grenades. Yeah, you can see I'm really ticking down on everything that I'm packing otherwise then. What, so at my backpack then for this mission. Go to presets. Go to that one there and see what else I could potentially have. What do I not need potentially out of these here? Assumedly because it's an outpost. No blood bullets needed. No jammer needed. Scanner could be good here, but we'll see. I could put the mines in instead. Let's go with this idea here. Let's save our preset. Assuming that there's no stride-mitotic specimens as we're reading a small base. And 1 more save. Alright, and we'll end our stream on that note then, everybody. So, thank you everybody for coming on. It's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, the Cruise Ship server, and Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. Sorry for the later stream and the fact that I only got to do 1 mission here. But hey, we still had a decent enough time. Got to do a little bit more missions here, of course. And just overall, once again, showing out. So, do have yourselves a wonderful night. Gonna send the love over to one of my lovely, lovely friends here. Give me 1 second. 1Z. So, raid them over. We'll send the love. They're currently playing Hunt Showdown. As always, it feels like. And we'll send the raid message over, of course. That is, the cruise ship has landed. Proxy raid. That is me spelling ship as ship. So, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or night, at least from my side of the world, have a wonderful night now, everybody, and thank you, everybody, for coming on by. I'll come back tomorrow with Baltro Gaming.